How valuable can a 1974 penny be? Regular penny, struck for business use. Are they worth looking for? Are they worth saving? We will talk about all of that right after this. Hey YouTubers, this is J&B, and welcome to our JB Coins family. We're all about coins and currency. We have new videos every day and are here to help you either start your new collection, expand an existing one, or find that one coin that could change your life. In this video, we will talk about 1974 pennies that you should know about. They're very valuable, and some of them you can find in your change too. So let's start with regular pennies, struck for business use at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The Philadelphia Mint struck 4.2 billion pennies that year, a large but very typical number for newer pennies. These pennies will not bear a mint mark. None of the pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint, besides those struck in 2017, will have a P mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint struck coins that year in not the best condition, which is actually very typical for the Philadelphia Mint. So, finding them in grade MS66 is not easy. In grade MS67, it's very difficult. And the highest grade known is MS67 Plus, and only 7 examples were graded by PCGS. They are bringing super nice premiums and truly are worth looking for. This coin, the coin you see in this picture, is graded MS67 Plus, and it was sold by Heritage Auctions for $2,585. How cool is that? Now, for those new to the hobby, the MS we're repeating here stands for mint state. And on graded coins, it is usually followed by a number like 67 plus, for example. It places a coin's condition on a scale from 1 to 70. The MS term applies to regular business strike coins that we use every day in transactions. An MS60 will be the lowest grade for mint state coins. The MS70 would be the highest. So, the MS67 Plus is a high grade, but not the best. A lot of room to go to get to MS70. Imagine the price of this coin in MS68 or MS69. Definitely worth looking for them. Now, the Denver Mint usually does a much better job in striking coins than the Philadelphia Mint. And it did exactly that in 1974. Finding coins in grade MS66 or even MS67 is not difficult. The highest grade known from Denver is MS68. The latest sale of the 1974 D penny in grade MS67 Plus, we will use MS67 Plus just to give you a comparison to the 1974 P penny, which sold for $204 in June of this year at Heritage Auction. Still not a bad price for a penny, even deducting the cost of grading, but it's definitely much less than the Philadelphia coin. The next coin in grade MS68 Plus or higher will be worth huge money. But to find a coin in that high grade, you'll need to search mint sets or possibly original penny rolls from 1974, but more so likely the mint sets. You can buy them cheap on the secondary market and look for that very valuable coin. Finding them won't be easy. You most likely have a better chance of finding the first 74p penny in MS-68 state, but the same applies here. You need to search mint sets or rolls to find them. And again, you definitely should do it. Now, the year 1974 was a very special year for the San Francisco Mint. They struck that year regular business strike pennies and proof pennies. They will bear an S mint mark, but have different finishes. The year 1974 was also the final year that San Francisco coined business strike cents. The San Francisco Mint struck 412 million 1974 regular strike pennies that year. They are super valuable. Just the fact that it was the last year for San Francisco Mint to produce regular strike coins makes them very collectible and pricey. This coin, graded MS-67, sold at Heritage Auctions for $2,702.50. This is the latest sale of this coin in that grade. The 1974 S Proof Pennies were struck in good condition and are not worth a lot. And since this video is about business strike 1974 pennies, we won't talk about them here. The proof and regular strike 1974 S penny can be distinguished this year only by the finish, since both coins will bear an S mint mark, as we've mentioned before. You can see it easily in this picture: regular finish and shiny proof finish. Now, in 1974, the U.S. Mint struck at the Philadelphia and Denver Mints one of the most intriguing coins in numismatics, the 1974p and 1974D aluminum pennies. They were struck in the same composition, however, they have a very different history. The 1974 pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint were experimental pennies. The price of copper had risen in 1974, so the cost of producing a cent was often equal to or greater than its face value. U.S. Mint and former U.S. Mint Director Brooks was assigned to produce over 1.5 million aluminum cents, but many vending machine corporations and copper mining corporations lobbied heavily against it. So the production of aluminum cents had to be stopped. Well, that didn't happen because Brooks ignored the copper mining corporations and ordered trial coins to be minted, supposedly only to be presented to government officials. And supposedly only 16 examples were made. And Brooks confirmed years later that most of the examples were destroyed. What she didn't mention is that a few examples were never melted and never returned to the mint. The FBI then had to become involved, and after some litigation, the mint acknowledged that 14 coins were unaccounted for. To this date, all 14 trial strikes have yet to be recovered, with the exception of the PCGS MS-62 example that surfaced in the media in 2001. This same example is believed to be the Tovin specimen, who was an officer at the U.S. Capitol. Tovin supposedly found this specimen when one of the government officials in the building dropped a coin. Tovin found that coin and approached the government official and offered him what Tovin believed to be a dime that the official just dropped. However, the government official told Tovin to keep the coin. When Tovin got home, he noticed the coin was a cent, not a dime. According to the story, This is how the only example in private hands is believed to exist. Now, many people do not believe in his story, but true or not, it is the only example in private hands. The second example is held in the Smithsonian Institution. The Smithsonian example was donated by a government official who also received one of the trial strike examples from Brooks. But the story of the 1974 D Aluminum Penny, the only penny in existence, is much different. While the experimental strikes took place at the Philadelphia Mint, some Denver Mint employees were performing a few experiments of their own and were striking the 1974 D aluminum pennies. Experts believe that there is only one example to have survived the Denver experiments. It surfaced to the world in 2013 when it was verified as legit, graded PCGS MS63, and was going to the auction at Heritage Auctions until the Secret Service sought its immediate recall and the coin was withdrawn from the Heritage sale. Nobody knows how many examples of these coins truly exist, and most likely we will never know. Now, speaking of silvery looking 1974 pennies, some were struck by mistake on dime planchets. Actually, quite a few were. They sell with a nice premium too. So if you ever see a shiny silver looking penny, don't get your hopes up that you found an aluminum penny. It most likely will be a penny struck on the wrong planchet. But this one, for example, is graded MS66 and it's sold at Heritage Auctions for $381. It's not a super high price because, like we said, many were struck on dime planchets. But still, almost $400 for a penny you can find in your change, in our opinion, is not a bad profit. The 1974p penny also has a known variety, DDO, or double die obverse, and the doubling can be seen on the words "We Trust." Always check 1974 pennies for this variety too. It is truly amazing how much a newer penny can bring. We recently did a video about 2017 pennies, and if you haven't watched it yet and are looking for modern valuable pennies, you definitely should. The link to the video you can find in the left upper corner of this video. So what do you think about 1974 pennies? Do you think they're worth looking for? Please let us know in the comment section below. We hope you liked this video and found it helpful. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe so we can create more videos for you. Also, please remember to hit the little bell and set it so you'll be notified whenever we upload a new video or do a live stream. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.